What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, February 1st. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have a 7-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Monte Morris from the Denver Nuggets playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the 10th worst defense overall. They're middle of the pack defending opposing point guards. Monte Morris has averaged 24.7 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. He's projected at 24.8 fantasy points here tonight, which is just about 5 times value. He's 5,100 DraftKings salary, 200 more on FanDuel. And I like this pick because Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game. 230.5 points scored in this game. And Monte Morris has scored 33, 38, and 23 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 27, 33, and 27 minutes. So I like Monte Morris here versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Grayson Allen from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Washington Wizards, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Grayson Allen has averaged 21.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 28 minutes per game with a 17% usage rate. He's projected at 21.3 fantasy points here tonight. I think he can score 23 fantasy points or more here, get you 5 times value or more. He's 4,400 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 224 points scored in this game, and Grayson Allen has scored 20 and 32 fantasy points in the last 2 games, playing 31 and 30 minutes. And he scored 32 fantasy points in his last game versus the Wizards. So I like Grayson Allen here versus the Washington Wizards. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Anthony Edwards from the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Denver Nuggets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They've been pretty good versus opposing small forwards, but Anthony Edwards has averaged 39.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 35 minutes per game with a 28% usage rate. He's projected at 40 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 45 fantasy points or more in this one and get you 5 times value or more. He's 8,500 DraftKings salary, 100 more on FanDuel. We know Vegas thinks there's going to be 230.5 points scored in this game, and Anthony Edwards has scored 25, 61, and 47 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 35, 37, and 37 minutes. And I like this pick because Anthony Edwards has scored 54, 29, and 51 fantasy points in his last 3 games versus the Nuggets. So I like Anthony Edwards here versus the Denver Nuggets.
Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Wendell Carter Jr. from the Orlando Magic playing the Chicago Bulls, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing power forwards. Wendell Carter Jr. has averaged 33 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He's projected at 32.6 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's 6,200 DraftKings salary, 500 more on FanDuel. And Wendell Carter Jr. has scored 37, 29, and 24 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 33, 28, and 31 minutes. And I like this pick because Wendell Carter Jr. has scored 35, 42, 48, and 47 fantasy points in his last 4 games versus the Bulls. So excellent player versus team history here. So I like Wendell Carter Jr. here versus the Chicago Bulls. Okay, moving on to the center position. Let's see if we can get this one right. I think last time I picked this guy, I did get him right, even though I said that I never get him right. But I did get him right last time. So I like Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Washington Wizards, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing centers. Giannis Antetokounmpo has averaged 56.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 33 minutes per game with a 36% usage rate. He's projected at 56.3 fantasy points here tonight. He's 12,000 DraftKings salary, 1,000 less on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 224 points scored in this game, and Giannis Antetokounmpo has scored 47, 64, and 41 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 30, 34, and 29 minutes. So are you gonna get the 40 fantasy point Giannis, or are you gonna get the 60 plus fantasy point Giannis? It's always hard to know, but I do like this pick because Giannis has scored 67, 47, 75, and 69 fantasy points in the last 4 games versus the Wizards. So I like Giannis Antetokounmpo here versus the Washington Wizards.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.